What's up, everybody? Rant Rich here, back with another one. So today I wanted to quickly review and recap this past weekend's UFC event, UFC Fight Night, Shahbazyan versus Brunson, which was an amazing fight, turned upside down. The favorite ends up losing. The underdog, a good-sized underdog, ends up winning. I'll get to that in a second. But I wanted to talk about some of the prelims first, and then I'm going to get into the main card and just go over some of the things that really stood out to me. One that really stood out to me on the prelims, Jonathan Martinez looking fantastic. Wasn't sure if Sainz was going to be able to keep up with him. And then he puts it on and ends up getting the KO TKO victory. Congratulations to Jonathan Martinez. Everybody knows he's tough, but people are really going to be watching him for now on. The other fights were okay on the prelims. Nothing really to write home about. But main card, want to get into this. Vannata versus Bobby Green. This was a fun fight. Very, very back and forth type of fight. But I'd have to say Bobby Green really shined in the second and third round. Had a knockdown. Was looking really good. Vannata, this is their second time fighting. So yeah, Bobby Green just sealed the deal. A lot of people over the years have doubted Bobby Green just because he's been up and down. But yeah, he looked really, really good against Vannata. So next up, Vicente Luque and Randy Brown went at it. Close fight towards the beginning, but Luque just sealed the deal in the second round, gets the KO TKO victory. He looked really good. Randy Brown didn't look bad. He didn't look horrible. He just got caught, and that was it. Short night for him. And even a shorter night for these next two fighters. Co-main event, Joanne Calderwood and Jennifer Maia. Maia looked fantastic. I mean, what do you guys think? Comment down below. Does she need some more fights under her belt? I don't know, but she looked really good against Calderwood. She came in there, finished the fight by submission in the first round. And Joanne, she shouldn't hang her head too low. I mean, she got beat by the better fighter. She can fight. She can fight her ass off too. So, if I was her, I would just try to get back in there. I'm not sure what her plans, or I should say the UFC plans are for Calderwood next fight or whatever. But yeah. All right, so moving on to, of course, the main event. This is the one that I really wanted to get into. Derek Brunson took on Edmen Shahbazyan. Everybody was really, really high on Edmen Shahbazyan. He had a ton of steam coming into this fight, and they were kind of overlooking the experience of Derek Brunson. People forget that Edmen Shahbazyan's only 22 years old, and Derek Brunson is 36. He's been in there with the who's who. I mean, experience-wise, you just can't compare them. So that goes a long way sometimes. People tend to forget. They get caught up in these buzzes with these fighters, these young fighters coming up. And he's a hell of a fighter. He's done phenomenal things since he's been in the UFC. Of course, Dana White Contender Series with that knockout. Everybody remembers him from that. And then since he's been in the UFC, he's looked really, really good. But that hype train is liable to stop if a fighter like Derek Brunson, who's, again, been around and skilled, and he's a heavy hitter. I don't know if you guys saw that elbow towards the end of the round. I mean, that was fierce. That was a lot of power coming out of Derek Brunson. So I think that people had it wrong, and it's understandable. People don't really talk about him like they used to talk about him, but he showed up for sure. He showed up tonight, and he used that experience not just in offense, but in defense as well. He didn't push himself like he used to back in the day, too hard, too fast. He really took his time, and then he started laying it on him, and he connected with those strong hands of his, and it was almost lights out right before the end of the second round. Now, I know there's some confusion. Should Herb Dean, back to Herb Dean again? You guys saw my last video, I'm sure. If not, go check it out. I've actually put the little link up here. But yeah, my last video I was talking about Herb Dean and Dan Hardy's situation, and I felt that Herb Dean let the fight go on a little too long. Sure, I think most people agree with that, but this time around, I think he did a great job by keeping him in there, questioning him. Right after the round, he was up in his face asking, like, are you okay? Call the doctor, whatever. Herb Dean ends up calling the doctor in between rounds, which I thought was a little weird. I felt that maybe that should be done while they're taking their break, so you're not extending the breaks any longer, because this whole time, and I think Dana White or somebody said it, that he's recovering. So I thought that was a little weird, but when they went into that third and final round, Herb Dean was, he was right on it. He didn't give Shahbazyan any type of extra chance. He took his experience. This is what I was saying before. He's very experienced. He's not going to always be perfect all the time, but this was a very experienced move by Herb Dean, and I respect him for it a lot. He could have let him stay in there and take more punishment because he wasn't really completely finished, but Herb Dean felt that he wasn't doing enough to defend himself, and especially after that second round, he jumped in there a lot faster than I thought he would have, but I don't think it's an early stoppage, and I don't think it's a late stoppage. So yeah, kudos to Herb Dean. I thought he did a great job. Kind of made up for that silliness that happened on his last fight. So yeah, excellent event all in all. They went back to Vegas, and yeah, they looked good. I know a fight got canceled. I know one of the fighters passed out before the fight, and then I believe it was Joanne Calderwood, if I'm not mistaken, passed out after her fight, which is really weird. I'm not sure what's going on, but yeah, I'm sure they're going to look into that. And if I have any more information on my end, I'll get back to you in the next video. So that's about it, but really quickly, want to know if you guys went to the community tab, and I had a poll up there, which way is the best way to make money on this event. So I had it up there. Unfortunately, I didn't get the results before the fight, and since then, for whatever reason, people voted after the fight. So I know on the top of my head though, Shahbazyan, he was like I said, a big favorite. I believe he was a minus 330 or 320 by fight time, and most people had him to win. So putting up 320 bucks to make 100, if you did that, you lost, and that sucks. But then second one, I believe I had the over under, which was a round and a half, and that was very close. I think that was a minus 110, 120 over under, whichever one. And the over was the second most voted for on that one. I believe, I want to say third was Brunson wins, take the underdog on that one. He was a plus 3 something. And then last but not least, that fourth one was people that thought that you should take the under round and a half, which lost too. So I personally went with the over 1.5 rounds and hit that one. So like I said, a lot of people were high on that favorite. I stay away from heavy favorites like that. I did for a split second think about taking the over round and a half and Derek Brunson on a 2-fighter parlay, which I would have been so happy if I did that, but I didn't want to risk it. I just wanted to take it easy, take that one single bet over a round and a half, and ended up hitting. So how did you guys do? Make sure you comment down below. If you guys voted, didn't vote, whatever, comment down below. Let me know how it went for you. Of course, if you liked or enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate that a lot. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell next to the subscribe button so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And until next time, as always, Rant and Rich signing out. I'm out of here. Laters.